Yo guys, welcome back to the third episode of the Drawn to Challenge Friday. This time the winner of the previous poll was GRIMMJOW versus ICHIGO or GRIMMJOW. GRIMMJOW? I don't know. Anyways, as you guys can currently see, I have already made a little sketch. It's not that I have already drawn ICHIGO because there's a lot of details still missing. But the reason why I did this is because the previous video was about a half an hour long and I don't think people will stay to watch the whole video, so that's why I already made the sketch, so that all I have to do right now is just add the details. Still gonna look pretty cool though. Anyways, let me know in the comment section if I should keep continuing this series, because I actually enjoy making these videos, but I also want to know if you guys enjoy the content. So, like and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's just jump right into the drawing. I'm always starting out with the eyes, because it's, in my art style, is the most crucial part of the drawing. Alright. I know Ichigo's eyes are not entirely accurate in this drawing, but it's just a little way of showing my own art style, fusing with the one from Bleach. He's got very dark eyes. That's something I do know. I haven't entirely watched Bleach, but from the people that I've heard, the 1000-Year Blood War arc is supposed to be very good. I'm currently at Las Noches, and so far it's probably one of the best arcs I've ever watched. And there's still so many more episodes and arcs to come. Alright, we have the base of the eye. Now we just draw the pupil. That's good. A little highlight, and then we just shade the eyeball. Feel free to draw along if you want, because this is definitely something you don't want to miss. The reason why I put this back into the previous poll is because it had a lot of votes in the very first poll that I've made on what drawing challenge I should do with the character fusion and stuff. Right now I'm just letting you guys choose what challenge I should do next, instead of choosing a challenge myself and then you guys choosing the subject. I feel like it's more fair. Alright, we did this. Yes. Alright, that's good. So let's just add an eyelid here. I don't know why it's so important, but each time when I draw something or someone, I have to add the eyelid, and that's simply because if you don't add it, it looks a little bit weird. It's the same with a bass guitarist in a band. Guitarist, I don't know if that's even a word, but just the guy who plays the bass guitar in a band might not seem very useful, but if he's not in the music, you're gonna miss something within the song. Currently I'm drawing GRIMMJOWs or GRIMMJOWs, I still don't know how to pronounce it. Jaw, because it's a fusion of the two characters. Ichigo's greatest Arrancar rival. Honestly, I think Ukura is a more of a rival to Ichigo than GRIMMJOW is. But I'll stay out of that discussion. Alright. The teeth is probably the most difficult part. Alright, that actually went good. But we're not gonna celebrate, Jesus, too early though. Yeah, it's alright. Let me do this underneath part, just putting better in frame. It's looking good. Yes. Can maybe add little details like this. Not sure if it's within GRIMMJOW's jaw, but it doesn't matter. And you know, you can shade it in all you want, like his teeth and stuff, and yeah, but we're not gonna do that right now. Let's just finish up the face first. ICHIGO is facing that way. To an angle where you can't really see his other eye, so we do have to draw the eye, but not visibly. That was my chair, by the way. Let me just follow the jaw like this. Alright, then the nostril right there. I don't know what happened to the mouth, but it's not my cup of tea. Let's just simply draw it the way it is. I'm gonna give him a kind of weird smile. Don't worry, it's part of the drawing. It's not a mistake, some of you guys might think. Let's draw the hair in simple strokes. I've once made a tutorial about how to draw hair, but I feel like I'm going to redo it. Because sometimes I rewatch my videos to see if I explained well enough, since I can draw better currently than I did back then. And sometimes I realize, damn, I explained something so confusing or something so bad that I don't even know how people could understand what I was saying. So with a lot of preparation, with a lot of determination and practice, I will remake that video on how to draw hair. It's also a very difficult subject to explain, you know, not necessarily how hair works, but just because, like, for example, ICHIGO has like this very spiky hair, but like, there are some hairstyles that like break the logic of drawing hair. Like, you know, GRIMMJOW has this hair that goes like this to the front of his head. While the logic of hair is that there's a certain point where all the hair comes from, and his hair is like all over the place, so that makes it difficult to explain. I feel like ICHIGO's hair comes from here, so we can just add these little spikes that go anywhere but that point. So that's what I basically mean with that. Some hairstyles are very difficult to explain. But yeah, on the other hand, if you're practicing drawing, I don't think you are very tempted to draw someone with very extraordinary hair. When I made my first manga one-shot, I tried to make the hair of my characters look very simple, that no matter what angle or pose I drew, the hair would still be easy to draw for me. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty good. All right. Now we just draw the ear. Draw the ear to here. Okay. The shading I'm gonna hold for another video, because I can shade, but the way I'm filming is like not necessarily uncomfortable. But to shade, it's not very practical, and I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. However, making mistakes is part of drawing, part of practicing, basically, not only with drawing, but with basically anything. If you're going to start out anywhere with working or something, you're always gonna make mistakes. That's just something you can't avoid. Well, I've drew GRIMMJOW's jaw, but I'm not entirely sure what I should do. Maybe I can just give him GRIMMJOW's clothes. Maybe it's more of a fusion. However, I'm not entirely sure how GRIMMJOW's... Like, out of my mind, I don't really know how GRIMMJOW's clothes look like. I mean, I have an idea. Just this spiky thingy, and then like something like this, I believe. Down the other side, it's just a little wider. Yeah. Just make the shoulders. And then add the details to the clothes. For the neck muscles, so right here, can be able to do this maybe. Out of my mind, I don't really know how he looks like. I'm still shading though, even though I just made a whole statement on why I'm not going to. That's the hypocrite inside of me. Well, aside from the clothes, I don't really know what else I can add. Well, if I could color, I would probably make the hair blue. So just, but I mean, I can color, but it's not gonna look very good. It's still something I'm practicing myself. So just visualize him having blue hair, making it look more like GRIMMJOW. But aside from that, I feel like we've made, we finished the drawing. So if you like this video, then be sure to like and also subscribe to make sure, and also turn on notification bell to make sure you're not missing any other video I'm gonna post. Every Friday I'm going to ask you guys to vote in the poll for next Friday's video. So if you don't want to miss out on that, be sure to like and subscribe if I haven't said it already. Jesus Christ. Be sure to vote in the poll, and I wish you guys a very nice day, noon, night, morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever. And I see you in the next video. Sayonara.